Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So it's time for May's mid-month mini mission inspiration. So Linda has done the randomizer for the month and we've got the letter R. So as you can see on screen, so we've got the 5 words for the month and I'm going to go for the word rocket to do my mid-month mini mission mixed media art tag. God, there's a mouthful. So anyway, I've done it. So I'm actually filming this little bit just after I've done my art tag. I'm not going to show you it because I don't want to give you any spoilers. But there was a few technology issues in the recording of this month's video. So I had to switch cameras from my overhead to using my iPhone at an angle. So I do apologise for the bad angle, the little bit of wobbliness. But I had to switch, like I said, because my main camera went kapooey, as sometimes happens. Okay, so for May, obviously I'm going to be doing my mid-month mini mission inspiration in my tag journal, which is what I've decided I'm going to do this year. So create tags, art tags or collage tags for each of the month's mid-month minis. So we've got, that was January's, February's, March, April, and obviously I'm going to be doing May today. But one of the things that I hadn't done previously was actually put on the tag what letter was being used. Now obviously it's the letter S for salvaged on this one, but it's not quite so apparent on this one. So the P prompt, or the prompt for February was P, so I chose poem. But now I've put the P token on the back. So this one was for March, and this was just when we all went down in the UK in lockdown. So that was E for escape. There we go. And then for April, it was C for cattle. So that's what I've put the C on the back. So obviously for this month, with the letter being R, I've got R ready to go on the back of my tag. So I'm going to stick the back down first of all. So here is the tag that's been created using a box. So it's like a craft box from some dog biscuits. So it's like one of these kibble mixes with the meaty chunks in it. So I'm going to first of all glue down the back of the tag. So the paper that I've chosen for this one is just a sheet of 12 by 12 cut down to 8 by 4 because that's kind of the size that I want for the back of the tag, because these tags are 8 by 4. But this is from Graphic 45, one of the Alice in Halloween in Wonderland or whatever it was called. Wicked Halloween or something, or some such nonsense. So I'm just going to rub the glue just on the back of the tag. And I'm just using a dry glue this time. Okay, so I appear to be having a few technical issues with the camera today. I keep losing power for no reason whatsoever. It just keeps turning itself off when the battery's not flat and the card isn't full, so it's weird. So I'd got to the point where I was just adding on the distress ink on the edges just to blend those in, and adding the R sticker for the month of May. So okay, so I've had to switch cameras from my overhead camera, which has decided that it won't work. It doesn't want to work anymore. So I started having a few technical issues with it, and bang, it's gone. Now won't power on at all. So I'm going to have to finish off using my phone in close-up. So where was I? I'd just done the back, where I had gone around the edges with distress ink and added that on just to get rid of those raw white edges and put the hole in, just as a quick recap. And I've put my R sticker for the month on that side. So this is the craft card side now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this rocket image, which is the R for rocket, which I've deliberately placed in the image so that it's over to the right going up that way, so that I can add another focal image down here in the bottom left. So once again I'm going to glue that down onto my onto the tag front. So just add that glue and then go around where the hole is, make sure I get right to the edge, and then just add some glue in the middle. And I do apologise if my fingers just nudge my phone a little bit where I'm doing the recording, but this is kind of very cosy and intimate, isn't it? You get to see it in real close up for a change. So grab the bottom of the card and just place it down all the way around, follow the line so that it's all stuck rather nicely around the edges. And then we're going to give that just a minute or two just to grab before we do anything else. Okay, so the glue's had a few minutes to dry, so I love these kind of retro funky colours, but I do want to just grunge them up a little bit. So I'm just going to take some Distress ink and I'm just going to go around the edge, just adding in just a little bit more age, just gently getting rid of those raw white edges. Just add a little bit of foxing, a little bit of age, just rubbing around the edge. There we go, so that's all 4 edges, all nicely distressed. So I'm ready to add my next layer now. Okay, so for the next bit I want to add a little bit of stenciling, but I'm going to try and do something a little bit different. A while ago I purchased this ink pad. So this is, you probably can't see it because it's white, but it says it's Dovecraft. That might be a bit easy if I turn that over. There we go, I can read it better now. So Crystal White, it's called Premium Pigment Ink Pad from a company called Dovecraft. Now I'm hoping that this white ink might work on this background. So I'm going to bring in one of my new stencils. So this is the Maze stencil, which is a nice kind of funky, almost space age kind of design. And I'm going to ink up, and I'm just going to try and hold and see if we can get some of that kind of pattern. Now I'm going to have to dab, I think, rather than go around in circles. Excuse the finger being in the way. Let's see if I can do that. And let's see what happens when I lift it up. There we go. That does work. So again, dab down, add a little bit of stenciling. Looking good. Well, I think so anyway. I'll add just a little bit more just down here. Don't want to go too mad, but just a little. So this is where my second focal point is going to go. I think those arrows just add a little hint of kind of movement. I'm hoping the camera's not rocking too much. And we'll lift that stencil off, and we've got a nice little bit of texture on there. So I'll just bring out my heat gun, just see if we can dry that ink off. Hopefully it won't take too long to dry, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that white pigment ink has worked pretty well, I think, on that background. Looks okay, it's all nice and dry. So what I want to do now is add on my second focal point. So my second focal point is this fabulous character here. So this is taken from a poster from 1953. Great design. I love the fact that there's a butterfly stuck inside his helmet. It's just unbelievable. And of course I love the imagery of this ray gun, so it'll go really well with the rocket ship. Now I've deliberately not cut close up to the edge. I've done that kind of 1960s, 1950s kind of ragged kind of cut round, because I think it works quite well. So I'm going to grab my glue stick. We're going to do dry glue again, and hopefully, like I said before, try not to wobble the camera too much or get my hand in the shot too much. See, when we have technology issues, we have technology issues. It doesn't rain, but it pours. Okay, so flip that over, bring the tag back in, and then I want to place him just so that his elbow is just down in that corner a little bit, and we're just lined up with the edge of the tag, and then just gently give it a push down. And that white does really help to go around, or just to create that bit of definition, or that kind of separation, division if you like, around the two images. So very happy with the way that looks so far. So the next thing to do is to do the quote, my little quote for this tag. And I've already printed it out. When I printed these two from the computer, I already printed it out on the same sheet. So it's just on the one piece of card, but I will cut these three out. And it says, "My imagination is my rocket fuel." So I think it's really cute for this this art tag, this little collaged art tag. So I'll grab a pair of scissors. I'm not used to working in such close-up, so you'll have to bear with. And I'm just going to nip them out. Doesn't matter if I either keep the black line or lose the black line. Doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. So if we go a little bit wobbly, it don't really matter. There we go. So that's one. And then the other two. Can't believe my camera waited until mid-month mini to go on the blink. I think what I'm going to have to try and do is try and see if I can reset the level on the battery by completely and utterly discharging it, draining every last bit of power out of it, and then trying to recharge it again for a full 24 hours. See what happens. So and the last little bit to go now. Just snip, snip, snip. Okay, so that's all three of my little quotes cut out. So let's just clear that out of the way. Bring the tag back in. And then, shall we add a little bit of distress to the end or the edges? Yeah, why not? Just, that's why you don't really need, I wasn't really bothered about losing that black line. And do that one. And the bit at the bottom. that adds a little bit of grunge to that. I think all we need to do now is to just stick those down in place. So I've got a bit of paper stuck to my glue stick, that's not good. So just run it over the back. And then put it about there. And then the smaller one. Put that just above his head there, just coming into the rocket. And then the last one at the bottom. Just add the glue to the back. This is what I like about these little mini glue sticks. You can do small areas without too much trouble. And then we'll do that just down towards the bottom and keep that level, if you'll excuse the wobble, with the bottom of the tag. There we go. So my imagination is my rocket fuel. Love that image. I think it's absolutely cool. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do just to finish off then is just to pop that hole back through, just so we know where we're going. So I'll just gently go through that way. So now we know where the hole is. And we would just push that back in, create the indentation, and then just go back through and widen it up a little bit. And of course, if I wanted to, I could add maybe a little bit of decoration on there. But I think I'm going to call it a day today because I'm having a few technology issues and I'm finding it a bit difficult trying to film at an angle and not get my hands and everything in shot and making sure that it's all still in focus. Then I think we'll just call that a day. So I've got my R on the back for May. The word I chose for this month was rocket, of course. There you go. And that is my mid-month mini mission inspiration art tag for the month of May. So I hope you did enjoy that. I do apologise for the change in technology halfway through, but needs must when the devil drives, as the saying goes. So if you did enjoy watching me do that, please remember to give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. So thank you once again to Linda for picking or choosing the words to go with the randomised letter R for this month's mid-month mini mission inspiration. And don't forget, if you want to join us, then there's a clickable link in the description area below this video, so you can click that and join us over on our Mission Inspiration Facebook group, where we do regular art challenges, and while quarantine and lockdown is still on, we're doing one every day. So something to keep those idle fingers busy. So that's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.